My name's Rob Galan. Some of y'all know me as Rouser. Rouser Works. Today we're here talking about my new FXR. New to me anyway. It's a 93 FXR. It's got an S&S V111 for the power plant, and it's got a bunch of parts, stuff that I sourced from Drag Specialties, a couple of things I got from swap meets, and I'm gonna be riding this bike to Alaska. Shit. I don't know, maybe I'll call in sick, I don't know. So originally when I got this bike, I did some horse trading with Otto. He has another FXR that he wanted a engine swap and a frame swap. So I said, you know, I'll do all that labor for free if you give me the old frame and what was the old engine, which is not there anymore. So I got that stuff in that horse trade, and I was just gonna build a real rough FXR, nothing shiny, just use parts, just get it together and get something to ride and just ride the piss out of it. Well, S&S came through, they dropped a V111 in my lap, so everything changed. I didn't want to put this nice, beautiful engine and have an ugly bike surrounding it. So when that came into my life, plans changed on this bike. I wanted it to be nice. I wanted to complement that S&S V111. So I opened up that drag book and started getting some real nice parts to complement this build. And so now that I've got this badass engine and these nice parts, this is my rider for long hauls, trips, or for when I'm going somewhere with my wife. But there's just a trend going on in FXRs right now, and I wanted to do the opposite. I wanted my bike low. I want it to be fat, so I put that wide glide front end on there, 16-inch front wheel. So the bike is just squatty and fat, and that's what I wanted. I think it handles great, personally. I like a 16-inch front wheel. I like that tractory feel, that kind of like, it's kind of like a 4x4 truck, but you know, obviously it's only one-wheel drive. It's pretty confident on the road, and since it's got the FLT tree in there, it's got -2 degrees in that rake, so it's even quicker in the turns. I like it a lot. Ape hangers, this badass Saddleman seat, the cockpit feels super nice in there. The pipes, I wanted some Bub pipes. Those are my favorite big twin pipes. Well, Bub's not around anymore, as far as the big twin pipes go. I think they still have some for baggers and stuff. So what I did was I took some Cone Engineering mufflers and I grafted them onto, actually this is a Vance & Hines Pro 1 pipe that I cut it up and grafted these mufflers on here to give a look of a Bub pipe. And I really like how it came out. I think it looks great. When I was thinking about this, I wanted it to be classic black and chrome, but I wanted a little bit of color in there. Normally, you'll see bikes that have the fairing painted all crazy, or the triangles, or the side of the tank. Well, I wanted to do opposite. So I asked Hot Dog and Troy are the ones who painted this up. I said, just give me a classic black paint job, but on 3 pieces, I want the Hot Dog treatment, that wild metal flake. And you can see the dash, a little bit of the oil bag on there, and on the inside of the fairing is all metal flaked and pinstripe. Looks pretty bitchin'. The S&S motor's got good linear power. I really like it. The delivery of that power is consistent and smooth throughout the RPM range. I really couldn't ask for a better motor. A lot of bikes nowadays have the gnarliest 20 piston caliper, Brembo, blah, 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 blah. I wanted to run stock brakes on here. So I've got stock floating calipers, 1 piston in the front, both sides, and then I got a stock rear caliper, and it brakes just fine. It stops as well as it goes. Oh man, so my good buddy and boss, Bill Bryant, loves to make us do some really tough stuff. Let's see, last year we raced a Sportster 883 in the Nora. Hard, we did it. Next year, actually no, this year, we're gonna be riding choppers. Well, this is not really chopper, but we're gonna be riding to the Arctic Circle. Bill has this great idea, let's ride to the Arctic Circle. So some of these guys are gonna be riding some pretty choppery bikes. I'm gonna be riding this thing. I think I'm gonna be on the upper end of the comfort level compared to some of these other bikes that are on the trip. But yeah, we're riding to Alaska with the Built Roll crew and a couple of friends, and it's gonna be pretty gnarly, but I think it's gonna be good. The time we're going is a nice window of not too hot, not too cold. Hopefully the mosquitoes aren't too bad and we don't get any rain. My biggest concern is being comfortable in the wet weather if we experience this wet weather. One of the things I hate most is riding when I'm soaking wet. So I've already taken some preemptive measures in case I encounter that. I've got some waterproof Thorogood boots that I've already used in Nepal. My feet were totally dry. So I've got my feet covered. I got some Icon rain bibs and an Icon jacket. So if in the event we have to ride in rain, those will keep me dry. So that's my biggest worry, is just being comfortable in a wet situation. Other than that, yeah, there might be some bears. I'll just push auto down, let the bear get him. I'll keep running. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the trip other than that wet weather stuff. And as far as my camping gear and my extra clothes, I'm gonna stuff all that into an Exfil 115, and that'll be on the chase truck waiting for me for when I need it. So I'm really stoked on how this bike came out. I've got about 1,300 break-in miles on it. It's doing everything I expected it to do. I wouldn't change anything on it, except maybe I might change up the pipes in the future. I think a 2-in-1 might give me a little bit better performance, but besides that, I love the bike, and I'm really looking forward to putting 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 miles on this headed to the Arctic Circle and back. That's gonna be a hell of a trip, and I'm really looking forward to that.